Guys, I'm just gonna, this is another, chain reaction video, because I wanna get, another video out there, because, this topic's been going around with, a lot of people that I've been talking to lately, and, I just want to cover up this two topics today. The first topic is, well, they're kind of, relatable, but it's just, different aspects. The first topic is about relationships with friends and all. I just want to say that I was talking to somebody earlier this morning. I had just started talking to them, and they were so depressed because they can't find the ideal person, and I'm well, for one, it takes time, and for two, the second thing is you'll never find that true love person, your true love, because that's always been in my opinion, it's always been a myth. You can never find your true love, because you'll one person one day, and then then the next day you're oh, that person's cute too. It's just it never flows. And yeah, you'll get married, yeah, you'll have kids, but it's just you'll still have feelings for that love feeling for for other people, and it's just and finding out somebody that you think is okay for you, and find out there was somebody, and you're just oh, okay, bye. And then you guys don't speak, and to me that's not acceptable. To me, having a relationship is not such more oh, you're holding hands and stuff like that. No, it's about who you want to be with the rest of your life. Who do you want to tell your life story to, be there for you? Who would you be there for that person? Would that person be there for you? That's what I personally think a relationship is. And a friendship is totally different. It's about somebody that you trust, that you talk to every day, and you just don't, they're another person to be there with you. And friends always come and go. Some friends stay longer than others. Some just you're friends with one day and then not friends with the next, and then friends again and again. So it's just okay. So friends are not always that awesome, but you always will encounter at least one true friend. And I personally think that I've encountered that person because we haven't known each other for we've known each other for about 3 years now. If it wasn't for my past and all, we wouldn't be friends, and we would just never known about each other, and now we're sisters. And so for you guys that are on my have me on Snapchat, you guys will see that I always post about this girl named Melanie, and how I'm so heartbroken that she's over 65 miles away from me, and that's true because I currently live in New Jersey, and she lives in my hometown, Pennsylvania, and I'm just no. So I'm just I moved in Jersey February of this year, actually. It's not, I keep on thinking it's 2018, so my brain's off, so I'm thinking it's the next year already, and Christmas didn't even come yet, and I'm just so yeah, I think I've already been down here for about a year, and I have actually not. But, like, it feels like I've been down here for, like, ever. Because, like, the last time we actually got to hang out was about 2 months ago. And, well, no, it was last month, actually. I slept over at her house. It was on Halloween, and it was the weekend of Halloween, and, like, we went over at her house, like, me and my family went over her house, because they were having, like, a Halloween party, and we were invited, so we took the 2-hour ride up there, and took the 2-hour ride back. So, like, and that was actually really expensive. But good thing is that weekend my dad was getting paid by this boat that he used to work on, but, like, he's now, like, partially working there because it's hard to get down to Pennsylvania because we live so far away. And, like, so it's hard. And it's harder for my dad because he's the only one really working. And, like, during the summer I work, but, like, that pays for me. Not, like, nothing really else. I mean, it helps with this and that and this and that during the summer, but, like, during the winter it's just like, oh, yeah, goodbye. So it's just like, and, like, I've been actually laid off on my job. My boss has called me up and said, hey, can you do this, can you do that? And I'm like, yeah, sure. Because actually, the job that my dad's working at now is actually my job. It's a motel, and, like, let's not get into that detail. But, like, I'm, like, going all the way off topic, and I really don't want to. But, like, let's get back on track. The second topic is, like, I was just talking to another person, and, like, they're having issues with friends and all. And, like, they're just like, it's hard for them. Wait, I just got off topic again. Oh, gee, I gotta remember. Dang it. So, like, they were talking, like, their friends, like, going through, like, a lot of tough times right now, and, like, another friend is, like, talking about self-harm to that friend that's going through tough times. It's just like, that don't equal up. Because talking about self-harm to somebody that's going through tough times makes it end. It's just like closing the book on closing, like, a good book and not reading it anymore. It's just like, what happened next? And just, like, and that's, like, with life. Like, if somebody's going through tough times and you talk about them with, like, self-harm and all, it's just gonna, like, end their life, and you're just not gonna see that person or be around that person. Or, in another way, it will make them suicidal. It will make them cut themselves. It will make them, like, hate themselves, hate their life, and everything, and that's not good. And, like, I've actually helped many people get out of suicide and all. I've actually, with some quotes of mine and family members, I've helped them, and those quotes actually helped me get through life. And, like, every time, like, I'm aggravated, upset, down. I just remember about the quotes. I have a whole book of quotes and poems and a whole lot of other stuff from like when I was about 10. I did like several poems, quotes, and everything. I did a lot of like drawings, and I don't have them drawings anymore, except for like maybe about 2, 3, and that's one of like my name all in big letters, and then one of like tattoos that I want to get, and I'm not going to go into that detail because that's for another video. But like going into like deep depressing stuff, because I used to like, and I still sometimes do it, like I'll start drawing, like doodling, and then I stop, and then once I'm like in like when I'm like, I can't even think or talk, when I'm like down and like not even like, can't even explain, like when I feel like suicidal or whatever, I'll pick up that drawing again and then make like a deep depressing drawing. Like I will always make them like deep depressing, and then just like throw it away, and it's just like, okay, yeah. So like that's all I really want to cover today. So that's about it, guys. Bye.